It is time.
So let's check it out, right? Matt Berry, Summer Sun, here on Galaxy Jams Reacts.
Yes.
I like how tinny the drums sound.
But he's actually playing everything except for the drums and percussion.
Yep.
Nice touch.
Like machine gun snare.
Oh yeah.
Again, another song that's hard to stop, but I love the 60s psychedelic of this song. It's so 60s and psychedelic. It's perfect and very lo-fi, and I like the way that he does like doing that kind of style where it has vintage instruments that he plays on. I think he collects like vintage synthesizers, if I'm not mistaken. And just the overall feel of it, it kind of goes along with that psychedelic movement that's coming out of Australia as well. It's kind of King Giz has that kind of same sound on some of their songs. Kind of digging it. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah, it's just like a perfect little encapsulation of all those little flavors that you're painting so beautifully for us. I'm just reflecting personally of like, man, isn't it so discouraging when someone is so good at so many different things? It's like, oh yeah, you could just be a musical artist, but that's not what you're known for.
Right.
It's
hyper talented.
Oh yeah,
and it's both exciting and discouraging at the same time.
Yeah, I really, really love how they went ham on the drums because they could have just not done that, right? But there were so many different flourishes and kind of like digging in, especially with that snare. And I like how the snare almost didn't really have that much dynamic to it, so it sounded just like a bunch of like machine gun hits, like I said earlier. I love that you mentioned King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard because it really does remind me of bands like Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, and it has that like almost like garage band sound to it, and like the way that the vocals are, you can't even tell like what he's saying. It just becomes this like sonic onslaught of like psychedelic rock essentially in its purest form. I was not expecting it to sound like this at all. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. So this is like absolutely phenomenal. A really, really strong second pick. So how did you find out about this music, or do you remember the first time that you listened to the song?
Yeah, like so my wife discovered it, and just so I'm like, well, I have to listen to all of this now, and just yeah became obsessed. Um, and it's very crunchy, and I love the way
Yeah.
that he mixes everything. Where if you're listening on your headphones, it goes from the left to the right.
I was noticing
It's
that, especially with the drums.
that I'm a sucker for that. I will just be a fan every time.
Yeah, I think that the creativity that you put in post production is even more important than the creativity you put in like while you're laying it down, because it really can solidify the direction that you want your production to go into. And like I feel like he made those choices to give it even more of an old school vibe, because when you listen to really old psychedelic rock, one of the techniques that they did was put the drums like on a totally one side of the ears and
Yep.
everything on the other side, and it was a way to like kind of disassociate, separate, keep your brain engaged. And I think that he's using those same techniques to great effect.
Oh yeah, I mean, just look at the video too. Like just the production effects and the visual content, are not to our modern sensibilities. It seems like everything's been true to form and true to the style and time period, and even the way that these effects are used and the textures are created visually in the music video. And it's really cool to see it all come together as one cohesive piece.
Yeah, loving it. Let's check it out more. More.
It sounds like the Doors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got Doors vibe right there.
Oh, that's cool.
He's definitely thinking about the audio experience.
I love the visuals.
Wow.
It's very cool.
You
I like
expect
it.
something. You expect something funny because he's hilarious, and you get this
Right.
legitimate piece of art.
Yeah, it sounded really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I actually want to listen to the rest of the album. Does it sound similar to this?
Yeah, a lot of his stuff
There's-
does have that sound. Mhm.
Yeah, this album is phenomenal, and there's a lot of tracks that are really just intros to the next track.
Uh-huh.
Uh, It's it's a very very good piece of art.
I like when bands do that, where they kind of have like a 45-second thing and then it's like wham into the next song, which I really like.
Yeah, he definitely he has his own sound, has his own style that he does, and once you start listening to him, you're like, okay, yeah, I get what you're doing,
Uh-huh.
and I enjoy him.
Absolutely. Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go ahead
let's
and do
go
it.
jump right into it.
All right, Nathaniel.